Hello. Welcome back to our channel.
Shabbat shalom.
Bonjour.
It's Michael here.
Merci.
Olivia's here.
Zach.
Today we're going to do something a little bit different than what we normally do. We're going to talk about makeup, skincare, hair.
And talk shit to each other.
Yes.
We're going to sound smart this episode.
So the first thing I want everybody to know is we did get our new logo. Thank you, Jamie and Matthias. We're going to give you a huge shout out, everybody.
Hey, Jamie, thank you.
Wait, who's Jamie? Just kidding. Love you, bitch. Say what's up to your baby.
Yeah, our lipstick and the podcast logo is amazing. So please check it out when you are following us on Twitter, our Instagram, and of course our YouTube channel. Anyway, what we decided to do today is do something a little bit more scientific.
What did we decide to do today? Oh, shit.
Today, Junior.
I was hoping you guys wouldn't fucking have caught that.
Sorry.
Whatever.
We don't let anything slide.
shit.
I know. Anyway, what I was hoping we could do today is something more scientific with makeup. We're going to talk about color theory.
We're going to burn each other's faces.
Yes.
So, do any of you want to describe what color theory is?
I like blue.
God.
We're so smart. So color theory is pretty much like what a lot of makeup artists use. Artists in general.
Artiste.
Artists in general, like color theory is what we use and utilize and how to pull looks together, to complement certain colors,
Or
to
cancel out.
to neutralize or cancel out. Like it's
To
pretty,
make shit pop.
It's kind of like
make shit
mathematical
sing,
too.
Yeah, and we get asked these
Make shit pop,
questions
lockjaw.
daily. Concealer. I have dark circles. I have purple under my eyes. How do I
I
make
was
my
born a dragon.
What?
Oh God, I fucking hate him.
I have osteoporosis.
Yes. So, with dark circles, skin tone, fibromyalgia.
Redness. Yeah, how to
Fucking
conceal.
Oh my God, it's
conceal,
crazy.
Like, tattoos, or when someone's like, "What's the perfect lipstick for me?"
God.
I would say black, and I wait for their reaction.
Why black? Isn't that so, dark? Well, it matches your soul. So, here we go.
It'll make your teeth look real yellow.
Super yellow.
So the number one thing I want to talk about color theory is obviously we have the color wheel. I want to tell people around the world, alas, around the universe, that
Around
Like
the
we that
galaxy.
big around the world.
Oh shit.
hey,
Hello, our fans in France. Bonjour.
you are all poubelle, trash. So, number one thing is with color theory, please, for the love of God, do not try to match your foundation on your hand, and do not try to match your foundation according to the color of your neck. Our necks are always lighter. Does everybody agree?
I agree,
Because
absolutely.
your neck has a shadow cast on it for like 90% of the day. Because of your big ass head, especially with people like Michael,
That's my hair, not my head.
This is my head.
Hey, when did you see those nudes?
Oh my
Anyway,
Ew.
so Olivia, do you want to talk briefly about the color wheel? Or
Yeah,
you,
so
okay.
we know that there are colors, right?
God. Six
Sorry, we haven't been drinking.
six of like the basic colors that like we talk about when
Yeah.
we're talking about the color wheel.
Yeah,
There's like a lot in
so-
between, but
So we have red. What is the opposite of red?
green.
Green. We have yellow. What's the opposite of yellow?
Purple.
Purple. And then we have, what's next? Blue. What's the opposite of blue? Orange. So
Or
those would be
peach.
like your six
Peach.
primary colors, right? And then, so from there, we have tints, tones, and shades of all of those colors. So
Tints, tone shades. TTS.
Stink, stank, stunk.
stink, stank, stunk. Yeah, so that's where like those other colors come in. Well, first of all, mixing some of those colors together create like oranges and greens and purples,
Purples.
right?
And pitch.
What?
Peach.
Peach, peach.
Peach.
What?
Oh, is that for our French fans?
Yes.
You're so
Peach.
stupid.
Our friends, bonjour.
But then you have like tints, tones, and shades. So like that's where like our pinks come in, like our like lilacs or pastels, things like that, like colors that you add white to, colors that you add black to, that, and then that full spectrum in between that creates that entire color spectrum. So with that being said, using color theory helps, to cancel colors out, to complement, things
Make
like
shit
that.
pop.
Yeah, and so we'll give some examples here in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody else went to hair school, I did years ago. Shut up, Zach.
Years.
He beat me to it.
Years.
One of the main things you learn in the first week in hair school is the color wheel. The color wheel and color theory. If you guys want to see a shade of red, you're going to see one in a minute because I'm about to bust this motherfucker's lip. Yours too, Zach.
Or rouge.
Fuck you.
Rouge. So anyway, yeah. So color wheel is very important, especially in lots of. No, I wouldn't say lots. What was the one that had the lip palette? That was all the.
Huda.
Huda? No, Anastasia had a lip palette.
Anastasia, that's what I mean.
Yeah. She had a lip palette that had all the primary colors, and you can mix and match and make your own lip color. It was fabulous.
It's still a thing.
Remember Makeup Forever it has like those those palettes, those cream palettes that are really cool.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about concealers and the color theory.
Like
Do
color
it.
correcting?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Do it.
So, does anybody know what takes away from purple and blue in a concealer?
Patch.
Patch is right. So for our American fans, peach. Our French fans, patch.
Peach, orange, or brick, depending on how deep the color is.
Yeah,
So
because
those
a
are
lot
like
of people.
three.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Skin
jump
tone
in.
wise too.
Yeah,
Like,
because a lot of people will be like, "Hey, like, I am so red, so I need like a bright green like color corrector."
But when you look at it,
and
it's
you
really
look
pink.
at them, and I'm like, just because you have a little bit of redness around your nose area doesn't mean that you need like a dark green, because it's based on the severity of the discoloration.
Exactly.
So just like with sun damage, just like with dark circles, all of that,
And with that being said,
different
too,
pigmentations to like cancel
Yep.
out.
Yeah.
and I tell this to my clients all the fucking time. Do not try to match your foundation to your hyperpigmentation, redness, which what we all have, match it to your skin underneath. If you feel you are too pale afterwards, too bad. That is your skin minus the red. Bunch it up. What am I trying to say?
Bronze it up.
Bronze it up.
Bronze.
bunch it up with bronzer.
Bunch it up with
Yeah.
bronzer, girl. But yeah, so always remember that when you are going to get your makeup professionally tested, matched, you are not matching it to anything on the surface of your skin. That is why you do not want to match your foundation to your hand, because they are totally different colors. It drives me batshit crazy.
And like a good kind of, when you're trying to pick out a color corrector, deciding between pink, peach, orange, or like brick and stuff, when you apply it to your skin, if you still see gray through it, that color corrector is normally too light. Because I know a lot of people that have my skin tone or like deeper come in and like see people on the internet using a peach color corrector to cancel out purples and blues. Yeah, it works awesome for them because they're more of like a fair skin tone.
Yep.
If I tried to use a peach color corrector, my eyes would look like white and gray underneath.
Yeah, crusty.
Yeah, so
dusty.
like when you go to apply that, if you're seeing like grays or like any like weird kind of like shadow almost underneath your eye, if you have really dark circles, go a little bit more pigmented. Go with like more of like an orange, or like if they're really, really dark, go with a brick, because it almost looks worse when you try to color correct and it didn't work. It just looks like you're wearing a lot of makeup
Yeah,
and not doing
I
anything.
can see sometimes I see people and I'm like, oh
Very
shit,
good,
she
Zach.
used a green color corrector. Like when like I can see you from a distance and like the overall undertone of your face looks green.
And it's not like
Yep.
the olive green, it's more of like that blue green. I
Ugh.
feel like the sickly green that you don't
Sorry.
want.
And if you guys have no idea, like newbies that are listening or whatever, if you have no idea what we're talking about, Cover FX, go to a Cover FX wherever they sell it. You're gonna see 6 different sticks. Mm-hmm. The sticks, and he'll, like brick. What the fuck? They have a brick.
Brick is like a deep red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll know what
Awesome
know
for
what Zach is
tattoos.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, do we want to talk about tattoos?
I feel like we have, like, if you, like, a lot of people come in. I've had people come in with, like, a full sleeve being like, I want this covered for my wedding. And they just expect it to be covered in, like, 20 minutes. Just throwing on foundation on it.
With one foundation.
With just
Have you-
foundation.
yeah.
And it looks like
If you
shit.
ever want to try to cover up a tattoo, go grab your darkest, like, black, like, eyeliner and throw your foundation on top of that and see what happens to it. You'll still see all that grayness through it if you want to know what we're talking about. If you don't have any tattoos, or try and throw foundation on a tattoo, you'll see that you can still see that tattoo visibly through it.
Yeah.
It takes color correcting, so you have to, like, use a, like, brick or red color corrector, especially on the darker portions. If you have color in your tattoo, then you need to cancel out, like, if you have a rose, you have to cancel that out with green too.
Yep.
And then set it with powder, and then do another layer, and then set it with powder, and then do some concealer, and then set it with powder, and then do, like, foundation, and then set it with powder. It takes, like, a big sleeve. It can take, like, 3 hours.
Yeah, for a
So-
10-minute picture, then you're done.
Yeah, for real though. Like, if people, like, are like, oh, I could just cover this tattoo. When people get tattoos on their hands and, like, I'm gonna apply to the military and I'm gonna go cover this up every day. No, you ain't, motherfucker.
Yeah, sorry.
First of all, you have to have, like, it takes a while to get used to doing that much work in the morning. And good luck washing your hands. Hopefully you don't use the toilet all day. Shit, like, I literally hope you don't shit.
Military men are hot.
Especially, like, yeah, they are.
One's
But
from Georgia
thank you for your service.
and Atlanta. Wait, no, Georgia and Atlanta. Wait, that's the same place,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
What were you gonna say though before this motherfucker interrupted?
Oh, sorry.
What were we talking about?
Hot men taking shits.
No, covering up tattoos on your hand.
Oh, yeah. Like, girls would come in who would, like, work.
That's what he was
What?
talking about. He was talking about hot men taking shits.
I wasn't.
Oh, that's hot, too. But,
And steamy. And musky. Okay, anyway.
but, like, I noticed that I've had a lot of clients come in who, like, work for, like, Hooters or, like, that type of, like, restaurant and whatever, where they need to, like, you know, wear tank tops or wear, like,
Oh,
shorts
yeah.
and things like that. And they're like, hey, for my job interview, I need to not have any tattoos and I just need to cover it up. And I'm like, you need something that is going to take time.
Like a Bible. First of all, if you're going to work at Hooters, reevaluate your life.
Shut
Oh my
up,
God.
Michael.
Because
Oh, my God.
in the Bible, it says that's a sin. Anyways, back
In
to
the Bible, it
tattoos.
says Hooters are nice. So, thou shalt have Hooters.
Thou shalt eat the chicken
Hey,
wing.
no.
Thou shalt eat that.
I
don't like
read,
the chicken wing.
I read in Chrysanthemums or 2.3 that you're not going to wear that outfit in public.
Okay, Michael, thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. I'll repent.
Philippines 829. I
I feel like
forget.
we're both reeling him in this episode.
Okay, sorry. Anyway. Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Hooters.
So, like, covering up tattoo is not easy, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of work. And so, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, you have to color correct. Just like if somebody has, like, a lot of like sun damage on their face, and they're
Was it
like,
melasma?
or like melasma or something like that, and or like I know people who have like a birthmark on their face and things like that, and they're like, no foundation like covers. And it's like, you have to use more than just a foundation. At that point, you need to, honestly, at this
If you
point,
want
it's
it to
camouflage.
last. There are some foundations that will cover it up one try, but after an hour, it's coming off your face.
Exactly.
You're looking super greasy. You don't feel comfortable. That's like stage makeup, you
Yeah.
know? So, like,
Yeah.
there are some things that will cover it, but if you want it to last
Like
all
what
day,
I wear.
yeah.
Yeah, at the end
Then
of the day,
it takes a minute.
It turns into camouflage more than anything.
Also, too, on this, totally on the subject, if you are wearing a concealer, light is not always right. I have had so many clients
That
come
was
in.
cute.
That was cute, huh? I've had so many clients come in. Well, I want to cover up my dark circles.
Girl,
so
that was me. I used white concealer underneath the eye.
You did the white concealer.
I
Jeez.
know. Oh, God. Everybody could have seen these pictures if Craigslist would have kept up their site with, you know, meeting people. Anyway.
Of Craigslist? What? On Craigslist? Are you talking about me?
Well, remember, didn't somebody use your photos?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Fucking weirdos.
Okay, anyway.
Oh my god, I'm so popular.
Oh,
I'm
God.
just so pretty. People use my pictures
On
like,
Craigslist.
social memes.
Yes. So anyway, you please, you people need to please pick a concealer that is going to cover the dark circle, not just because it's light means it's going to make it brighter. Apricot, peach colors are great for concealer for dark circles, didn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's that bitch from Desperate Housewives, the Hispanic girl?
Eva Longoria?
Yeah, she has that one picture on the internet. Go look it up. Eva Longoria. She's like, look up white under eye or flashback, and it's white. You don't want to look like that.
Angelina did it too, and so did Nicole Kidman on the
Well,
nose.
a lot of that shit was because of like it was like
Flash.
using too much fucking.
But no, hers was like makeup.
Oh, fuck.
Like it was.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, I know. Yep.
that
shit.
Eva Longoria is that. Yeah.
And I think people got so slap happy when it came to high def powder. That's, I think, what we're talking about too.
for sure.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Slap happy.
Yep.
It's like it doesn't show up in pictures, but let me just put a pound on it. Yeah, it's gonna show up.
So I'm going to bring a little bit of history into color theory. So I used
Because
to
you've
work.
lived through it. History.
I used to work for a brand that had something called color printing. It was prescriptives. I worked there for a long time, and we were actually the first brand to cater to Black Hispanic women, shades darker than what any of the brands were using at the time. And we would do 4 skin tones: red, blue-red, yellow-orange, and yellow. So how do you think that still pertains to today's makeup? Do you think it still makes any sense? And color printing basically essentially meant you'd find the undertone by 4 stripes on the face. And it actually, and then once you found the right tone, you'd find the right foundation. Do you think that still applies today?
Yes.
Okay, but I guess my question is, does it have to be yellow, orange, red, and blue red, or is it just your warm, neutral, cool?
No, I feel like cool toned is pretty. Like it encompasses most cool toned. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're cool, if you have like a pink undertone, it encompasses most people that have pink undertone. There's not much deviation when it comes to being like pink or cool. Neutral. There
I
could be
feel
like there's neutral warm, neutral
yeah,
cool,
there's like neutral olive,
yeah.
like
And then I feel like there's almost like a 3-way branch. I don't think it's just cool, warm. I think it's cool, warm, and olive. Honestly, I feel like there's 3 ways.
What are you?
'Cause I would say I'm pretty neutral, but when I get tan, I lean more golden olive.
And you?
So,
you know what? For the longest time, I categorized myself as like being warm, golden. But I'm actually neutral, like olive. I'm like I'm like a true neutral because like
there's a lot more olive, and
there's a lot more olive. Yeah,
have like
'cause,
a
like-
lot of olive. They're expanding into the olive range because they notice like they're missing a huge market of people. Where like too warm, you look orange. Too cool, you look pink. Too neutral, you almost look gray.
Yeah, it's like
you know?
beige.
Yeah,
It looks really weird.
It's like it like almost looks like dead. So like there's that golden olive, and olive is like pretty green, honestly. So like
And I'm as pink as they come. I am red. You see that? I am red. What a boom.
Shit, you're pink.
I know. I'm like a salmon.
you like neutral,
A
dude.
salmon, ew.
Do these look neutral, Zach?
The only thing
Oh my-
fake about me is this. I just throw my leg out. It does look neutral.
Thank you. They're
Michael
pink.
just showed us his titties, so.
I work out.
Oh, nipples look like milk duds.
Oh, shit. Anyway, okay, so what else do you guys have to think?
Oh,
talk
for
about?
color theory.
Yes.
Also, like, so if you kind of like discovered, like, if you're cool or warm, a good way to kind of make makeup pop on you, if you want something like to pop, like, let's say you're cool toned and you want like a red that's gonna pop, use more of a warm toned red because that'll pop on your skin tone.
Orangey reds.
Yeah, orangey reds. That's like I love cool toned, like girls with red hair. That's what we're talking about, like cool toned. You know,
Yeah.
girls with red hair wearing an orange based red, it just pops on them. Or like someone who's like tanner, if they wear a blue based red, so more of that red that has like a little bit of depth in it, a little bit of purple to it, and they're like tanner and have that golden olive skin and wear that blue based red, it makes their lips pop. So if you're wanting things to pop on you, you use like the opposite to make it like stand out more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was going to bring that up too. If you have a client or somebody with blue eyes, yes, everybody knows brown because brown on blue
Goes with everything.
Goes everything. Remember back in the 70s, it was, oh, let's put blue eyeshadow with blue eyes. but blue on blue makes clear. It's really funny. Brown with brown eyes makes clear. So
If you're trying to play down the asset,
yeah, so blue-eyed people, for the love of God, wear black. Black eyeshadow, black liner, black mascara. Do
Or-
not...
Honestly, I throw some blush in your crease. Use your blush shade because blue eyes, blush, pink, like red,
Yes.
oranges
Oh my
in the
God.
blue. Like after you finish your brown eyeshadow, if you just want to be like simple, throw some blush, just blend out blush on that
Yes.
outer corner. It looks beautiful. It'll make
It's-
your eyes pop.
It's piercing. It's piercing.
And green eyes too, it's like,
Oh my God. Green eyes are pretty lucky because they can pretty much do anything.
I love green and purple.
Brown eyes. Can pretty
Brown
much
eyes can
fucking
do anything, yeah.
That's
like
true.
as far as like more like bold colors, like
Bitch, I have
blues
rainbow
and
eyeshadow right now.
greens. Yeah, blues and greens and purples, like brown eyes. You don't have to worry about like the tones unless like
But if you wanted to like play down your eyes, like let's say like your eyes are bigger, so you want them to be like almost like less, and you want to like make your lips pop, use something like if you're more warm toned, use warmer tone shadows. If you're more cool toned, use more of those cool neutrals, like more smoky. So like if you just want to play up that one part, it's a really good like judge.
I have a question.
but
We get this all the time. Do you think somebody, and say it like you mean it, do you think somebody has to change their entire color scheme on their makeup routine when they color
their hair. Ugh.
I personally say no.
I say eyebrows, change your eyebrows.
Maybe your eyebrows, but you know what? If your foundation is matched to your skin, your color of your hair is having
That's like
nothing to
asking
do with
someone
it.
being like, okay, I changed my nail polish, so I need a new foundation.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. You're just
No.
changing a color that's not attached to, like, let's say you got a spray tan, then yeah, you're going to change your foundation because you changed the skin.
Yeah.
You changed that.
Yeah.
If you're changing something that has nothing to do with the skin, the hair is a totally separate entity than the
Yeah,
skin
people
is.
come in. I need an all new eyeshadow palette. I need an all new lipstick. I need all new makeup.
Maybe you shouldn't have, like, I know certain skin tones look better in certain hair, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, maybe you should have gone with that color, but if you already did, there's no changing your foundation is going to make it look better.
No.
Like-
So yeah, because
Yeah, I don't think it's that serious.
no. We
Yeah.
get, but you get that question asked all the time.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
though. Yeah.
I don't think it's that serious.
No, because
No,
people,
she's right,
like,
though.
some people will be like, well, you know what? I'm just going to wait on my eyeshadow colors or I'm going to wait on my lipstick because let's just see what my hair color is. I'm like, bitch, it doesn't matter. It's
It
what you
doesn't-
like.
It doesn't matter.
And also, don't try to get your foundation before you get tan. Don't.
Oh
pick up-
my
yeah.
God.
Okay,
Because
very good.
honestly,
Good fucking point.
you could be the most cool tone person ever, but you tan, you turn gold. You know, or
Yeah.
because I'm more neutral, but when I tan, I turn really golden. So it's hard for me to judge how gold and how dark I'm gonna be. It's not only judging how deep I'm gonna go; it's judging my undertone, how it's gonna change.
Yeah, like, if
so
you
I'm really like
can't-
swinging a bat and trying.
If you can't trust yourself to like depict what color you're going to be after you get tan, don't expect anybody else to fucking guess for you.
And we can't
Yep.
look at a picture and be like, oh, yeah, you'll be this shade.
Yeah,
we don't know
because-
the lighting in that picture. We don't know it was taken, like, during the morning when, like, there were still clouds.
We don't
or
know
if
what
it's in the middle of
filter
the
you
day.
use.
Yeah, we don't know what
Exactly.
filter
And
you use.
and because you're right, chances are it's gonna be fucking wrong. And who you're gonna fucking blame? Oh well, you know they matched me wrong. I totally was matched wrong. Yeah.
My clients don't say that.
Yeah, bitch,
What, being matched wrong?
do you have anything to go with color theory?
Yeah. I think like what comes in color theory also, like we should touch on is light theory. Same thing. Like, cute. It's
Oh,
light theory, you know,
Good one.
is
I-
using like what colors that you're using to like make things stand out and what colors to make things like hide and recede. Just like with eyeshadow, when people
Like
sometimes-
contouring and stuff like that?
like
And
contouring
highlights.
and highlighting and applying your eyeshadow and how to make like your lips appear bigger, how to make your eyes look bigger, things like that. Just remember, lighter colors are going to
Pull it forward.
pull it forward, make it look bigger. Darker colors are going to make it look smaller. So you cannot tight line the top and the bottom all around your eye with black eyeliner and be like, why do my eyes look small? I want my eyes to look bigger.
Because you're pulling all that back. Yeah.
Like, bitch, you just close that shit up.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
And a lot of times when people look at contour, they're like, oh, I want my face to look like that. They got that face with makeup, but it's like a straight on shot. You're not seeing it from the side angle, you know? So, like,
where it looks like a Nike
perception
swoosh.
is reality, you know, when it comes to
Exactly.
pictures.
It's smoke and mirrors, y'all.
Yeah, that's not something that you could wear daily, is like a thick
No.
cream contour. So, like, when you watch someone do a YouTube video of doing someone's pictures for like a photo shoot, they pound that shit on. It is dark. You can see that contour, you know?
Yeah.
But they're getting photographed from face on. As soon as they turn to the side, you see a brown streak right underneath their
Like somebody
cheekbone.
took a piece of shit and was like, what?
Yeah, a little Tootsie Roll, melted Tootsie Roll.
Yep, like a Nike swoosh. And
Yeah.
I tell clients that all the time. They're like, the contour craze has died down a lot, thank God. But I still get that client, I'm looking to have contour, and they already have beautiful cheekbones that are high, no fat underneath their chin.
People are getting
nice
trying to get that
nose
look.
and-
If you try to add to it, you'll look like Skeletor.
like theatrical.
Skeletor.
Henceforth, me and all my people are here. Like you're on the stage somewhere. You know what I mean?
Ew.
Do you remember when I did a stage reading for somebody in Woodland Park?
I remember you did a great job, Michael.
I don't
Thank
know
you.
what the fuck y'all talking about, but
Because this ain't about you, okay?
I know,
It's not fucking
but
about
it
you.
is.
But you know what? So lately, I've been obsessed with like trying to make my lips look bigger. I'm at this point where I'm like, I have big eyes. I have like kind of like bigger cheeks. I have like a bigger, rounder nose. But like my lips are
Big
kind of
ass
small.
head. Oh.
I have little ears.
A nice
But-
fat ass, some big thighs. Damn, girl.
But my lips are small. And so I'm like, fuck. So I've been using light theory by doing a darker, I've actually been like outlining my lip.
Like not on the lip line, like around it in dark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To like kind of frame it. And I've been using like a nude, like a really light nude. I'm like taking it back to like 90s. Doing like a nude, like really light, like lipstick. And then like a shimmery gloss in the center.
Because it brings all that forward.
Because
brings
it
it all
makes my
forward.
lips look so fucking plump.
And pouty.
Pouty.
Don't forget your highlighter on your Cupid's bow. Do your highlighter all up on your lip.
On the
And then-
Cupid's bow, yeah.
Yep.
But as long as
I'm
it's...
gonna say some shit about that because
But
I see
don't
a
get
lot of
crazy
people.
with it.
I see a lot of people,
Putting
especially on
white.
Instagram, people that I know that keep putting a shit ton of highlight on that Cupid's bow, and I'm like, I'm so distracted. I'm like, I'm just looking at the two lines above your lip, and I'm
Oh,
like,
that fucking nose.
that's
I
cute.
get distracted by that fucking nose highlight.
That
Your nose,
that dot on the
On the dot on
nose.
the
I'm
nose.
like,
the little exclamation point where it looks like a fucking
That drives
light
me
beam.
fucking
Dude, yeah.
yeah.
Understand,
like,
yeah.
oh shit, okay, like look at
If
you
you're
using
going for
that
that
light.
look, good for you. You know, do you. But, like, understand that it doesn't look... Like, they're obviously not going for, like, a natural look. If you're going for a natural look, you're not going to do that.
Yeah, it's like
You know?
always on the Cupid's bow and on the tip of the nose that I see like a bright, it's almost like a white fucking spot in pictures. And I'm like,
Because people want that, like, Instagram highlight where it's, like, reflecting. But if they wear that during the day, like, it's not a
Oh, it's
wearable highlight. It
ridiculous.
looks...
Remember, smoke and mirrors, reality. I'm going to be the first one to say it. I'm the only person I know that looks exactly like I do in my photos in,
Oh
in
my
person.
god.
oh
Shut the
shit.
fuck up.
I do.
Okay.
I've never used one filter. I
Bitch,
hardly.
you 2 steps away from being Ursula. Shut the fuck up.
I
All
don't
you need
use-
is some purple skin and some higher arched eyebrows.
Well, maybe I
You
can
were
get-
that lady
Hey.
from Milan. Fa Mulan. Was it the matchmaker?
Well, fuck both of y'all. And maybe now I can make some purple skin now that I know all about color theory. You see that?
Oh,
hey, you
shit,
see that?
okay.
Hey.
Okay.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm going to mix some fucking colors. Shit. I'm Ursula. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
I'm a sea witch. I'm divine.
You're a sea pitch.
Yeah.
love
So comment and tell us like what are like your favorite like color theory tricks.
Yeah, let us know how we can make our lips look bigger or my nose look smaller.
Under the sea.
Tell Michael how he can get a
Under the
voice.
sea.
You can like give Michael some like color theory tips on how to make his brows look better.
That was so fucked up. Don't come for me.
Sorry.
Donut,
Anyways,
come
not
for me.
sorry.
With those nice.
Don't not come for me.
All right, signing off.
Ciao.